We're joined now by Luke Wood, the Chief Diversity Officer for San Diego State University. Welcome.
It's good to be here.
So, what is your reaction to hearing from students who say they no longer feel safe here?
I mean, it's very saddening. We work really hard to try to create an environment where all of our students, all of our faculty, all of our staff can feel that they are welcome, that they are affirmed, that they are safe. And when you hear students say that they don't want to be here or they don't feel like this is a good place for them because of incidents that occurred, it's saddening because that's not what we're working to try to create and provide for them.
And tell me, how did the Black Resource Center come about? What exactly is it?
Well, there was students who had asked for a Black Resource Center. There's a couple different converging things that happened, including a breakfast that took place at a church that was a part of that discussion. But the main force behind it was student activism. Students were engaged in direct action with the institution and saying that they wanted to have a space that was for them, a place that they could go and have programs and events and people that were really focused on building and affirming their own identities as Black individuals.
What's your reaction to this space that was supposed to be safe for these students having this experience in such a short period of time?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not something that we want to see, and we're very unhappy about it. We're upset with it. We're also affected by this, because we see these events taking place and it's not what we sought to create for our students. And so what we've been trying to do is be very proactive in trying to create action steps that can create a better environment for the students. So after the second incident that you mentioned, where a group of men drove by the Black Resource Center and yelled the N-word out at the center, we brought together the community and we did a series of 3 different healing circles where we had students, faculty, staff come together, talk about what had taken place, talk about how it made them feel. And then we had a following meeting after that where we asked them, students, what do you want to see? And from that meeting, they came up with recommendations, about 10 recommendations of what they wanted to see in terms of faculty hirings, in terms of cultural relevance in our curriculum, and a number of other things. We then connected those students with senators on campus, Nola Butler-Byrd, who is one of our faculty members, and Mark Wheeler, who's another faculty member, and they had 19 senators sign on with them to bring a resolution to our university senate to help create a better environment for our Black students, with including some of those recommendations that I just mentioned. That resolution was passed unanimously, and so last week coming into this week, I think everyone was feeling very proud and very happy with what we have been able to accomplish as a community. So to have this happen on the heels of that, I mean, it's been a real damper for everyone, and it's not what we want to see, and I would like to believe that it doesn't represent our community as a whole.
What can be done to let them know that they are part of the university as a whole?
Well, it's funny you say that, because that's the whole reason that the Black Resource Center was started, right? Was to try to create that environment for our students. I mean, I think it just goes deeper. I mean, we have to have faculty members who are out supporting our students. We have to have staff members who are doing the same. We have to have an environment where we're making sure that everyone feels welcome. And I feel like we've made a lot of strides towards that as a community. But as you know, we will not be able to convince everyone that everyone's life and mind is valued. And unfortunately, there are people who may feel differently and may not perceive this piece of property to be something that's important to them, and so they would act in this way. That being said, I would think that our university community as a whole is very much committed to diversity and inclusion. Our new President Della De La Torre, has made diversity one of her primary focuses for the campus. And in fact, this position that I currently reside in is a new position that was created to help advance diversity and inclusion across the campus. But like every other campus across the country, we still got a lot of work to do. And unfortunately, what we see here is no different than what we see in many other places. And we just have to continue to engage individuals in discussions and collective sense making and greater awareness so that we don't have things like this continue to occur.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.